Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 15th, and today was a gorgeous, beautiful day out weather-wise compared to what it could have been. We had massive storms, tropical storm that could have been kicking our butt right now, and instead all we had was just constant heavy winds instead, which is so much better. But it did kind of hamper some of our plans we had going on. We were supposed to be down at Peanut Island today with like 50 plus kayakers out snorkeling and doing the whole kayaking thing and hanging out and talking and chatting and whatnot, and that got postponed because of the storm, which I'm glad we didn't do because it was too windy to really do anything like with tents and stuff. So we decided we were gonna go down to the beach. We headed over to Apollo, to the nude beach, and we get there and I bought a new sunshade slash tent. Basically, it's like a giant tarp, but it doesn't make the tarp sounds. It's like a canvas tarp that has 2 poles and 4 sandbags, and you basically fill the bags full of sand, you stretch it out, you put the poles underneath it, and you have yourself some shade. 2 things wrong with it. 1, it was just too damn windy. Like, it was ridiculously windy. And 2, the poles are too short, I think, for the size of the shade it is. And it gets designed for, like, people to basically, like, set on your butt in the sand or to lay underneath of, not to set in chairs underneath of. And I'm a chair setter. I don't set on the sand, and I virtually never lay on the sand. So, definitely got to figure out something. I'm going to probably send it back, get a much bigger one, hopefully have longer poles. I got to do some checking around, find some longer poles. I might even try and make my own poles first for these and just take some PVC pipe and extend these poles out, see if it works. But we had a handful of people laughing at us. I was trying to set this thing up in the wind. It was kicking our butt. So it was not good. So we didn't get to stay very long because Karen is insanely pale skinned, and like to the point of pale skinnedness of clear. Like her complexion is like ridiculously, like sunburns easy. So she coated herself in sunscreen, left on her swimsuit again because she was not putting out unexposed sun skin to anything, especially with no shade at all. So she was definitely not up for that one today. But we hung out there a while, tried to have a cigar, couldn't get the cigar lit, it was so damn windy it wasn't worth it. So put the cigar away, we sat around, she read a Reader's Digest some. I sat there and kind of tried to enjoy the waves, and I just felt like the sun was just like, I even had my hat on, like I had trouble keeping my hat on my head. Like the wind was that bad, like constantly. I'll wear a hat at like 60 on I-4. So definitely this was just a windy, constant windy day. Went out, tried to do a little swimming, and the waves were really kicking my butt. It was a lot of high waves, a lot of riptide. At one point I went out probably a little over waist deep. At the low point it was about waist deep, high point is like chest deep. And the waves hit. Once it's pulling back, I was literally having my feet planted and just sliding me towards the ocean as I'm going down the beach, because it's a really loose sand there, which is a beautiful sand to lay around in, and it's fun to run in and stuff and play in. Easy to dig in if you want to dig holes, that kind of stuff, but not good for grip on as you're getting sucked out into the ocean. I had a little panic moment of like, oh shit. The next wave came in and it hit me, it knocked me down, which wasn't a real big deal except to twist my knee a little bit weird. Wasn't really a fan of that, and I was just covered in sand at that point. So, and it's this real weird shell sand. It's just, you have to be there to explain it fully to you. So I came back up on out of the water, got up out of there finally. Had Karen coat me down in sunscreen since I had no shade at all. And then I ended up with sand glued to my body. That I went home after we got done there. We hung out there a while, probably, I don't know, less than an hour. You can't be on the sun very long, even with sunscreen. Just with no shade, you just get, you're gonna burn. There's nothing you can do about it. So we headed home, got back here to the house, and we chilled a little bit. I actually tried to rinse myself off. I tried to get a shower and whatnot to basically go for runs that sand in all places. I couldn't even run. It was gonna chafe weird. So I decided to sit around and stay after my shower. I still had sand on me. It wasn't that big a deal. We ended up just kind of hanging out. Instead of running right there I normally would have, we kind of just lazed around a little bit, kind of turned into a really lazy, uneventful day. We got a few things done here and there, nothing major. A bunch of laundry done, did some dishes, all that kind of stuff. Ended up having my leftover, all the meal we made. I was grilling Saturday night, would have been, and Norma contacted and said, hey, we're gonna go to Coco instead because Disney got canceled. So we decided to heck with it. Maybe it was Friday, I don't know, whatever night went out with Norma. Ended up going there and stuff. It would have been Friday night. We ended up going down to Cocoa Beach and eating down there instead. So we ended up having leftovers, and which I don't count the leftovers, never touched. So we heated it back up, the pork loin and some mashed potatoes that we kind of made into mashed potatoes. We're kind of a baked potato mix. We tried to microwave them to mash them. We don't know if that would have worked better if we would have done it the first night, but it is what it is. We had a tasty, delicious meal. So it has an applesauce to go with the pork. I'm always a big fan of applesauce and pork. Goes really well together. So Went ahead, had that, was a wonderful last little meal, got that knocked out, and then we basically laid around, napped a little bit here and there, kept kind of dozing off at different points. I did go get my run in finally, came back in, got a second shower, and got, I believe, all the sand off me then finally. So it was crazy as all get out how much sand. I think it helped a little bit as I was sweating, came out of my run, helped knock the sand a little bit looser so I could, rinse the rest of it back off of me. And then we pretty much just chilled out. We got all the dogs still. We got 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a rabbit still. They're going home tomorrow. Yeah, Monday. They go home Monday. So super excited about seeing them gone. I'm gonna miss them because they're fun to have. They're a little bit of a pain because just having that many dogs, it's more work. It literally is just a lot more work in the process. But it's been fun. It's been entertaining. The rabbit's been fun. I've been getting the rabbit out and play with it off and on. Great little. I kind of miss having rabbits. Rabbits are a fun little pet. But the cats kind of wander around here and there. They get a little bit demanding with their food and stuff. They get a little bit like, a little bit crabby. It's just cats. That's how they go. So it is what it is. But yeah, we had a great time today. Just mostly a lazy day. We ate some junk food also. Karen up making some brownies out of some like little silicone, like flowery looking cups. We made like brownie, like cupcake sized brownies basically. Put some ice cream on it, and it was what we were going to take down to the beach party yesterday that we didn't end up going to. So we ended up making a day to test run it, see if it's worth making or not. And they turned out really, really well. So we're definitely happy. Probably make a couple batches of those up before the party, which is, I don't know, a few weeks when they rescheduled it out. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, had a great day, and a little bit of rain here and there, but mostly just tons and tons and tons of wind. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.